So hello everyone. We talked about runnable interface and how to create threads using the standard method and the lambda expression in my last session. So those who haven't seen it yet, I have included a link in the details section. Please go and check to ensure that you get the concept. So let's start with today's agenda. So today's agenda is to explore the difference between callable and runnable interface and how to build or create a thread using the callable interface. So basically, callable and callable interface and runnable interface both are same, both are functional interfaces, but the major difference between the callable interface is that the callable interface can only be executed by executor services, whereas the runnable instance can be run by thread class and executable services. We will see what the executable service is and how to execute, how to run thread using executable service. Okay. The second difference is that the callable has a call method and that returns the result of the processing, whereas the runnable interface has run method which does not return anything. I will show you. The third thing is it throws check exception, whereas runnable interface does not throw any checked exception. Okay, so let's start with the creation part. Let's create a class callable example. Okay, and I'm creating a method. So I'm creating a callable instance here that prints hello world. Okay, so before that, let me show you. So callable is a functional interface that have call method which throws a checked exception and returns the result. Okay, whereas the runnable interface okay, whereas one second. Whereas runnable has a run method which returns nothing and does not throw any exception. So this is a major difference. Both are functional interface. And the third difference is that we can like execute the thread by passing the instance of runnable, whereas for the callable we have to use the executable service. Okay, so I provided the implementation of that call method, and this is now my instance. The next thing is to execute it through executable service. So I am creating an instance of X and creating a thread pools of two threads, one for the like main thread and one for this thread. Okay, you can see the implementation. What is n thread? N threads will be active processing task at any point, like at most n threads will be active. If you have additional threads that threads are active, then those thread will wait in the queue until a thread is available. Okay, if any thread terminates due to a failure during execution prior to shutdown, a new one will come into its place if needed to execute subsequent tasks. To like to exit the thread, we can call the method shutdown. Okay, we will see here. So I have created 2 threads in a pool. Now I have to pass this we have to execute this task. Okay, so consider this as a task. Okay, so execute service dot submit the task column, which returns, if you see, it returns, maybe go there, it returns a feature string, because here we returning the data in a form of string. So future string, if it is a future object, so we have to provide the object. So I am here, I'm getting the result in a, oh sorry, future string. Okay, so I'm getting a string message, string future, maybe you can see. Okay, now we have the string, so we just print it out, what we'll get. Dot get dot to string. Okay, so it's asked to carry the exception because it's through an exception, so we threw the exception. Let's see. So I'm running it. You see, we get the result, but there is a catch here. If you, the thread is running, okay, still running. If you try to execute the thread again, the class again, you will see this is not allowed to run in parallel. You have to stop the first one. So we have to stop it. Now, how to resolve? So for that, because the executive service is still running, we have to shut down. Now we shut down. If you see, run this class. This is a previous one, okay? Now it's saved and it's executed. Now we get the result and the process finished. So when you again run it, you will not get that pop-up message. Okay, so this is the way you call the thread or implement the thread using Callable. So in the next class, we will see to execute multiple tasks to execute using this executable set. Thanks for today's session. Bye.